Hello friends, in this tutorial we will discuss about how to read an Excel file using Python. There are 7 things that we will be discussing here. First one is extracting first row and first column value. Second one is extracting the total number of rows. Third one is extracting the total number of columns. Then how to get all column names. Then extracting first column values. Then extracting a particular row value, and finally printing the entire matrix in 2D manner. So let's start. For reading an Excel file, we need to import XLRD. Here you can see import XLRD. You can install it via writing pip install XLRD in command line interface. The second thing, we have to pass location of a file. For this case, actually we are using this path and we are saving it into location of file. Then we are passing the location of file in xlrd.open_workbook function so that we can open the workbook and we can read data from there. It is zero based index. So let's move out to our first query, that is extracting first row and first column value. We can do so by writing sheet dot cell underscore value and then passing the index, that is 0, 0. So this print statement can print us the first row and first column value. So now moving to the second query, that is extracting the total number of rows. We can do so by writing sheet.nrows, that will print us the total number of rows. So now moving to the third question, that is extracting the total number of columns. We can do this by printing sheet.n cols. This will print us the number of columns present in our Excel sheet. Moving out to the fourth question, that is extracting all column names. For call in range, range would be the total number of columns that we are having. So here we will write sheet dot in cols. Sheet dot cell underscore value, and then we will provide 0, col. It will print us the column names of Excel sheets. And this one is to append one space after every column. So now moving to the fifth query, that is extracting first column values. For this we have to write for I in range, then provide the number of rows. Sheet dot in rows will give us the total number of rows. Then we will just print sheet dot cell underscore value, and then we will provide the index. I will represent the row and 0 will represent the first column. So this entire statement will print us the first column values present in our Excel sheet. So now moving to the sixth query, that is extracting a particular row value. For this we are having a direct function, that is print sheet dot row underscore values. Now we will just provide the row number. For this case I am providing it 1, so it will just print the first row values. So now we will move to the final query, that is printing the entire matrix in 2D manner. For this we will be using two loops, for I in range and then providing the total number of rows that can be fetched by sheet dot in rows. Inside that we are using one more loop, that is for j in range and then providing the entire number of columns, that is sheet dot in calls, and then print sheet dot cell underscore value and then providing the I, that is the row index, and j, that is the column based index. So this entire statement will print us the entire matrix in 2D form. So here we are done with all our 7 queries. So now we will run it one by one. First of all, I would like to show you the Excel sheet that we are reading. So this is our Excel sheet from where we are reading the data. So now we will just run the first query and we will see if our result is matching. So here I am pasting that code and now I will hit it to run. So here you can see like the first row and first column value is employee name. In the Excel sheet itself, the first row and first column value is employee name only. So now moving to the second query. Now I will run it. Now the total number of rows are 13. So let's check it out. Yes, we are all having the 13 rows only. So let's move to the third query. Now run it. Total number of columns are 7. Let's check it out. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we are having 7 columns. So let's move to the fourth query, that is extracting all column names. So our column name is employee name, employee gender, employee age, employee salary, employee department, employee designation, and employee location. Let's check it out. Employee name, employee gender, employee age, employee salary, employee department, employee designation, and employee location. Yes, we are matching. So now let's move to the fifth iteration, that is accessing the first column values. So the first column value is employee names, where you can see this data. So let's match it. Rahul Mukherjee, yes, the result is up to. So let's move to the sixth query, that is extracting a particular row value. Yes, now it's fetching the right result. So now it's time to move to the seventh query. Yes, you can see the entire columns are there with each and every row details. So now we can say like our code is running up to date. Our results are matching. So now we are done with all the 7 queries. Thanks guys.